Hello and thanks for tuning into this special video I made for investors in real estate. There are a lot of things to consider. Obviously, it's the monetary part, how much money can you make on your investment, but I also help people and investors like yourself make better decisions on what suits your personality and your lifestyle. If you don't want to deal with tenants, don't get a multi-unit property, or get one that's big enough to hire an accountant, hire a special supervisor on that property or superintendent, so you never have to go and unclog the toilet. There's special companies that take care of it, and stay away from projects that won't make you happy. And all the projects that I'll be talking about, I've actually put my, again, time, money, and efforts into, and I can personally speak about them as an owner and investor on those projects. I also help investors buy projects because I'm a real estate broker working in Southern Ontario. So if you're looking to buy an investment, there's a lot of investments to choose from in Canadian real estate. In this video, you'll get a guide on how to choose an investment that'll help you make more money and to choose something that fits with your personality and will really make you enjoy that investment a lot more. My name is Roland Hack. I've been an investor for a very long time in Southern Ontario, and now I help people also do their investments. This video will talk about some real specific investments, talk about rent to own. It's very stable, it's lower risk than typical tenants because those tenants have put a lot of money into the project and they just don't want to run away from that money. There's joint ventures. I've done projects where we've taken over people's properties. They still own those properties. We put our money in. We've even paid their mortgage, and then we split the profits at the end. Multi-unit rentals, which are great if you get one that's large enough, 50, 60, 70 units. You have a nice cash flow if you bought it properly, done your correct numbers, after even hiring a management company to take care of the tenants and a superintendent to take care of the complaints and the clogged toilets, because you really don't want to be taking care of that. Then we go down to, let's say, single-family properties that you might want to buy because your daughter or son are going to university in a few years, and basically you want to have a place for them to stay, and you can rent out part of that property. So there's lots of different investments. I found them to be very good and profitable for myself, and I'm willing to share that information with you. I've also been involved in large builds and flipping of properties. A lot of these properties we put in anywhere from $150,000 to $500,000, in some cases of $700,000, and these are huge flips, and they're really actually one of my favorite forms of investment. And if you do it very carefully, you can walk away with money at the end. With all investments, you have to be realistic. If you get into Canadian real estate investing, expect normal rates of return. Don't go and expect to get a 200% rate of return in a matter of 3 months on a flip. It's just not going to happen. You might be very lucky, but the odds are very small and are against you. As an investor, you must be aware that there's people out there selling really bad investments. Most people sell bad investments because obviously they don't want them. But there's also people who make money off selling these investments, like the real estate agents. And hopefully you'll find someone that'll help you buy a proper property like myself. Because if that property doesn't make you money, don't buy it, and the real estate agent who you're working with should not sell it to you. If you're into investments and you want to do flips or joint ventures are pretty tricky because the contracts are about 20 pages long and they're really involved. If you need help with that, I'm willing to get involved in your joint ventures, your flips, even your rent-to-owns or buying single-family properties for rentals, because I've done it myself and I know the process. If you want to work with me, I'll even show you how to do it and take you by the hand and walk you through the process. For those of you who are more advanced, then of course you don't need my help there, but what you'll need my help with, of course, is developing the numbers, finding the properties, double checking to make sure they're okay. Over the years, I've built really specialized calculators. Based on these calculators, I can go ahead into my projects confidently because I know nothing was missed. When we work together, I'll be using these calculators just to back up my own opinions and my expertise on projects that we look at. Most investments today are loser investments. That means people are getting into these investments, or so-called investments, and after they get into it, they realize that they're paying out of their pocket $200, $300, $400 a month just to keep it afloat. In some cases, I've known investors who are paying $2,000 a month to keep the $2 million so-called investment afloat. At the end of the day, they can't even sell it. So a lot of these properties end up going either bankruptcy or they have to sell it for less than they paid. The most important thing you can do when you're investing is hook up with somebody who actually knows what these investments are about and how to calculate rates of return, cash flow, and to make sure that you get hooked up with an investment that makes you money and can actually fit in with your own personality and lifestyle so you actually enjoy that investment. Many times when you're choosing the right investment, it's not about making millions of dollars, it's just about having a better living standard. I really believe in that. There's a lot of people out there who are investing all the time, making a ton of money, and that's great. But for the average person out there who has a job, who has a nice house, and who wants to make some extra money by using leverage, which means you don't have to work for it, somebody else is working for you, let's say a tenant, then buying a property, let's say a single-family residential property, is a great way to increase your life standards. If you can have that extra income coming in every month, or you know in 25 years you'll have a $300,000-$400,000 property paid off, well, you just increased your living standards. It's a better way of life without working that much harder for it. So if you're even looking to do that, it's very important to give me a call so I can talk to you about that. But whatever you choose, make sure it fits your lifestyle and you really want to do these investments. These will make it a lot more pleasurable. The best thing you can do is just give me a call. We can sit down, we'll have a meeting, we'll go through what's important to you, and I can give you my own experience because I've done all these projects on my own, with my own money and my own risk. So I can give you an honest opinion. So I'll be happy to meet with you. My number's in this video. Just give me a call. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.